Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. And the Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rutgers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. And they're going back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Badgers offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Wells. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Look out, he's got room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. They're testing the right side here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. First and 10 coming up. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. The give on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to back and leaves it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short,
breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Wells. Fakes to grab.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Got his man on the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Play of the period, first down here. Using his legs, attack bar. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Badgers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Badgers are rolling down the field. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Wells. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. To the air on second down. Here's the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the grab on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Wells. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Firing deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Motion from the wideout. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Akbar. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. They get him down, top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
28, Rutgers, 0.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for room, it's Akbar. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Running to Green. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Akbar. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At the 16-yard line.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish